keep it serious and controlled, not dramatic or overacting. It was spring, the kind of night where the air feels fresh, quiet, almost peaceful. But for me, it wasn't. I had just gone through a breakup. 5 years, gone. And honestly, I wasn't handling it well. Most nights I just sat alone in my house, watching random movies, trying not to think. That night was no different. I had some low-budget horror movie playing in the background. I wasn't even paying attention, just letting noise fill the silence. Then I heard it. Clang. A sharp, metallic sound. At first I ignored it, figured it was part of the movie. But then it happened again. Clang. This time, I paused the video. Silence. I stood there listening. And then, again. But now I knew. That sound wasn't coming from the TV. It was coming from inside my house. My heart started racing. I grabbed a knife from the desk and began checking every room, closets, bathroom, kitchen. Nothing. No signs of anyone. No broken windows, nothing out of place. I told myself I was overreacting until I heard it again. But this time, quieter, like it was coming from outside. That realization hit me hard. I slowly walked toward the window and pulled the curtain back just a little. And that's when I saw him. A child, standing in my backyard, completely still, holding what looked like a pipe. Before I could even process it, clang! He slammed the pipe against the chair. I jumped back instantly. My chest tightened. Why was a kid outside my house in the middle of the night? And why hadn't he knocked on the door? Something felt wrong. Very wrong. So instead of opening the door, I moved quietly to a side window near the back entrance, and I peeked outside. That's when everything changed. 2 men, dressed in black, crouched right by my back door, waiting, watching, ready. I froze. One of them suddenly looked up and locked eyes with me. I dropped the curtain and ran, called the police immediately. Seconds later, they started breaking in. I could hear footsteps downstairs, heavy, slow, deliberate. I locked myself in the bathroom, barely breathing. Then, the doorknob started moving. That was the longest moment of my life. But then... Story 2. The ice cream truck. Spring break had just started. I decided to stay home, relax, nothing crazy. That morning, around 6:30 a.m., I noticed something strange. An ice cream truck, parked in my neighborhood, way too early. No kids outside, no reason for it to be there. Still, I ignored it, until later. I saw it again. Same truck, different street. But this time, the driver was staring at me. Not casually, not accidentally. He was watching me. And when our eyes met, he didn't look away. That's when I felt it. That deep, uncomfortable feeling, like something wasn't right. I went home, but I couldn't shake it, so I watched from my window. Minutes passed. Then I noticed something chilling. The driver had binoculars, and he was looking directly at my house, at me. I called the police. They said they'd patrol the area, but nothing happened. That night, around 3 a.m., I woke up to music, faint, familiar, the ice cream truck jingle. My heart dropped. Then, tick, something hit my window, a small rock, then another. I knew someone was outside. I forced myself to look, slowly pulling the curtain aside, and there he was, The same man standing in my yard, holding the hands of two small children, just standing there, looking up at my window. I didn't think. I ran to wake my parents, called the police again. By the time anyone checked, they were gone. The next day, we heard something on the news. 2 kids missing from nearby. To this day, I don't know if it was the same children, but I have a feeling it was.
Story 3. The calls. I worked at a dealership, so getting random calls wasn't unusual. But one night, I answered a number I didn't recognize. At first, just static. Then, I heard something. My voice, talking. A conversation I had earlier that day, but only my side, no other voice. I hung up, confused. The next night, it happened again. Different call, different conversation, still just me, talking, recorded. That's when fear turned into paranoia. Was someone recording me? Listening? Watching? For a week, every night the calls continued, each one more disturbing than the last. I barely slept. I started locking everything, checking windows, avoiding people, even went to the police, but without proof, they couldn't help. Then, one night, I answered again, but this time I spoke. I said, "Whatever you want, I'll pay." There was a pause, then a voice, calm, cold. It said, 11. That was it, 11 o'clock. That night, I waited, alone, armed, watching the clock. Every second felt heavier. 10:59, 11 o'clock. Nothing happened. No knock, no call, nothing. But somehow, that made it worse, because whoever it was just wanted me to know they could reach me anytime.